If you have been watching my channel for a while, you probably know that I occasionally go on these hiatus where I don't upload a video for a couple weeks. And they're always from various reasons, and I finally was going to start uploading again when George Floyd was murdered. And it feels weird to go about things and upload videos without addressing it and pretending like it doesn't exist, because for the entire population of black people that live in the US, they can't ignore it, and we shouldn't ignore it. And so I wanted to address it. And there have been a lot of videos coming out on AuthorTube, well, YouTube in general, but AuthorTube in particular, that made me think. And people have said things that made me think. And I have always believed Black Lives Matter. I think that in a way I've been privileged that a lot of, I would say everyone I surround myself with feels the same. And the people I choose to surround myself with, whether that's friends and family, because I don't talk to all of my family, the friends and family that I surround myself with also have that similar view. And I think that I was privileged in a way that I thought things were getting better, and they weren't. Things are not better. And that's why, you know, things have come to a head, and they've come to a head many times, and yet it never changes. It never changes. Innocent black people keep getting murdered, and they keep getting murdered by the police, like the people that are here to protect us. And that's fucked up. Plain and simple, Black Lives Matter. And the fact that this is a debate for some people, or some people get angry, is so disgusting that you think you need to say like, oh, blue lives matter, or all lives matter. It's like, educate yourself. Educate yourself. It's so, I'm not here to educate you. And don't turn to black people, any of your black friends, to try and have them educate you, because they don't want to deal with that either. You know, I have friends who are getting inundated by these messages, like trying to ease this like guilt that they have, or, you know, wanting to understand it. And it's not their responsibility to teach you. So just educate yourself on, and there's so many good resources out there, so many good resources that can help you understand if you don't, you know. And if you don't understand, please take the time to try to understand and read. And honestly, you shouldn't have to be, someone shouldn't have to explain to you why black people's lives should matter. That is just so mind-boggling to me, that this is a thing. Like, it's hard to even talk about, but again, I know it's hard, and it's hard for a lot of people. It's probably hard for a lot of, I don't know, just people in general. It might be really hard for you to talk about this, but it really hit me that silence is accepting and on the wrong side. By being silent, you're condoning it. And so we should speak up, because black people don't have the option not to. They don't have the option to just not talk about it and pretend like it's not happening. And if it makes them uncomfortable, you know, just going about their lives, like, they have to deal with this every day. And if you're one of those people that says like, oh, well, looting and rioting isn't the way to go, you know, it's bad. You know what's bad is having to wonder if you can go to the store, or if you can sleep in your own bed and have to worry about being murdered. Like, you can't even sleep in your own bed and go to the grocery store without the worry that someone could just kill you because they're afraid of the color of your skin. And that is just so mind-boggling and ignorant. It's just, I don't want to make this about my feelings. So I'm afraid, another reason why I didn't speak up before is because I'm afraid to say the wrong thing. But I think that, again, the silence is not the answer. And I'm trying to articulate, a thing is that I was saying things on Instagram and Twitter and retweeting things and trying to push, you know, other people's voices, because one of the things I worry about is I don't want to make this about my feelings. This is not about my feelings, but I don't articulate myself very well a lot of times, and I wanted to make sure that I come across how I want to come across. I want people to change. I want the world to change, and it's so depressing that we have to fight for this change, because what the hell, you know, it's depressing. and I will never understand what it's like to be a black person in America or anywhere in the world. And I can try to understand what they go through, but I'll never be able to feel that. As white people, we can try and do better and always be learning and always be educating ourselves more. There are a lot of people who can't go out and, you know, protest, especially with COVID, because, you know, immunocompromised people. And if you can't, I don't think that you should feel bad. I think that you should find other ways to help. There are petitions you can sign. I've signed so many petitions. I've sent emails. And even if you're not even sure what to say in those emails, like me, like I'm always afraid of sounding stupid. There are things where you can just enter in your email and they'll send you a copy of an email that they sent to your governor or representatives. I don't remember if it's governor or senators. But there are, believe it's called Resist Bot. And there are other things that you can do. There are phone calls you can make. There are petitions you can sign. There are emails you can send. You know, there's money you can donate. And there's always a way you can help. Even if you don't think you can, there's always a way you can help. I am going to put a link to a link tree in the description below that has a list that was compiled of different places you can donate money to people that have been arrested for protesting. The George Floyd Memorial Fund, I believe, is linked in there. There's links for trans black organizations. There are just anything you can think of that you need to help out is probably linked below. I think that we need to speak up. It's horrifying what's happening in the world, and it's scary, and it's time for change. It's time for change, and it's been time for change. And the fact that I'm really hoping that this is really what changes things. I really do, because no black person should ever again be murdered by the police or by anyone. I hope I came across how I wanted to. I hope that this makes sense, and I think that hopefully this is finally it. I hope this is finally when we're gonna finally see some change. Go check out all the links below. Sign some petitions, send some emails, make some phone calls, do what you can, donate some money, do what you can to help. Educate yourself, read more, and try to do better.